Hello, active traders, and welcome to Trading the Open. This is Ken Calhoun, president of Day Trading University, looking at how to day trade the strongest stocks during our opening range breakout moves Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday mornings. We're going to get underway here right now. As always, all information is for educational use only. No profitability or performance claims are being made. No live real money trading is done. Simulated results don't represent actual trades. By watching this, you agree not to make actual trades. All info is for educational use only. I'm not making any recommendations or advice about what you should trade. Hey, one thing that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention, and I'm putting this on YouTube as well as just kind of a public service notice, is there's been quite a few enforcement actions lately, mostly against people who are dishonest running E-mini futures contracts type day trading rooms. And here's some of the compliance violations that have gotten people rightfully in hot water. So I want to make sure that all of the trading industry, everybody knows what to be aware of or what to be cautious about when it comes to live rooms. And here's something that I've seen kind of a common thread in violations that other rooms who are not doing things correctly are doing. They will claim to trade live accounts when in fact they're not. And that's one thing I've seen in equities too, especially penny stock rooms as well as some of the E-mini rooms, is they will be claiming to trade live accounts and they post phony profits and they're just basically not transparent or honest. So if they're trading a sim account but trying to pass it off as a live account, that's against the regulations, and that's something that they've been appropriately disciplined for. So make sure that when you look at other rooms, if they say that they're trading live accounts, be sure that you maybe be cautious about trusting that, because oftentimes there's been a whole lot of people getting in trouble trying to say that they're trading live money and making thousands of dollars, and you too can make a fortune trading the E-minis and all this kind of hogwash out there when in fact they're not. So be cautious about that. Also, what they'll do is they'll post false or misleading performance percentage wins. They'll do things like say, we're 83% right. You can get 18 ticks a day, $1,000 a day if you just copy our trades, and all that kind of BS. And that's against the law and, of course, fraudulent, and that's not good. So they're making materially false statements and omissions. They claim to be successful professional traders when in fact they're not. So make sure these are kind of the list of things to be cautious about out there. Another thing they do is act as a CTA when they're not, like advising others as to the value of trading contracts, or they're selling signals and making live trade recommendations. And also other rooms have been getting in trouble for promising profitable trading results to customers. And you can't do that. So if you see any of these behaviors in other people's live rooms, caveat emptor, or be cautious or beware of that, because there's a lot of dishonest people who are not industry professionals. They don't have the credentials or the credibility that I do, and others who are doing this the right way do. So this is some of the danger zone of things to be cautious about. So just to make sure everybody's crystal clear, per CFTC and SEC regulations, here at Trading the Open, I've run this room here for 16 years now, so you can see it's been quite successful. We do not make live trades. I do not do live trades. All information is for paper trading use only. We do not provide individual trading advice, nor do we make trading recommendations of any kind or make valuations. The support and resistance prices shown in the table each morning are not buy sell signals or alerts. They're published as impersonal general educational content only to illustrate gap and breakout chart patterns. I've always said that for the last 16 years. We do not make any profitability or performance claims of any kind. Unlike others, we do not say that you can make thousands of dollars or get, 80% winning trades by copying what I do or any of that kind of stuff. That's what the other people do that they cannot do. That's not correct. Also, no analyses, reports, nor advisory alerts is being provided. This is not an advisory service. It's an educational content service. That's why we spend so much time on the patterns to get you up to speed on what's worth trading and how to trade it. So similarly, what I require of you folks is that you also do not make live trades, that you use a demo account, use a demo simulated paper trading account only for a safe learning environment. That's been my vision here. So many thousands of people I've trained the last 16 years. We like to teach you the patterns in live markets. So don't worry about money and live trades and all that kind of stuff. Even though that may sound appealing on the surface, what happens is that people get taken advantage of by the people running live rooms making bogus performance claims and claiming to trade live when they're not. So, be cautious about that, okay? Our goals here are to teach you, and for all of you who are new to the live room, just a quick recap, we want to teach you exactly how to find the strongest price action gap and breakout charts. And the way I do that is I show you not only precision timing and trade management skills in real-time markets, but as you follow up with me, we look to help you see how to set the support resistance levels, the breakouts above new highs or breakdowns beneath new lows, and also how to potentially improve your entry and exit skills. Okay, in the last couple of slides here before we get back to the broad market, what I prefer in terms of my own trading is I like gap stocks in the $20 to $50 share range. However, by popular demand, we are starting to now cover the cheaper instruments that are under $20 a share, maybe $8 or $10 or $12 or whatnot. So anything, as long as it's strong, we will cover it here for our traders at Trading the Open. Those are my favorites. What I would encourage you to do is test out a variety of different instruments on your own independently. But personally, I prefer gap stocks and two-day high breakouts. I don't like inside range charts as much. Forex scalping is better than E-mini day trading, but we don't like cheap charts as a rule of thumb. We don't like E-mini day trading on inside days or inside day cheap under $10 stocks. Now here at Trading the Open, we just cover stocks, but if you do trade other instrument categories like Forex or E-minis or ETFs or whatnot, I encourage you to test out the difference between the instrument classes and see what you personally do best at. Be a big fan of paper trading and testing out different instruments, different time frames, and different chart patterns to see what makes for a more successful approach for you personally. In terms of scanning sources, where do we find instruments here? I like to look at the previous day's best charts plus pre-market gappers. I also look at live portfolio percent gainers, which in my watch list had the biggest percentage run yesterday, either green or red, and then in market, the live leaderboard percent gain instruments. Okay. A couple last slides here. Remember, our professional trading skills to develop are scanning, profiling the market, developing a trading plan, being able to set entries and exits, pattern recognition skills, timing and tape reading, and more. That's kind of the group of skills that I encourage you to work on developing. As my colleague Brian Tracy would say, you may just be one skill away from being successful. Maybe you do many of these competently, but one or two of them you're struggling with, and because you're not comfortable with it, and it's a natural human tendency to resist change or to resist adding new skills because they may be uncomfortable. But as you develop your skills, you may find that turning the corner on one thing, maybe it's tape reading or maybe it's your timing to get out quick or whatever, can make a big impact in your trading outcomes. So I encourage you to work on a balanced approach, a multi-skilled approach to kind of move the needle on as many of these different skills as you can as a trader. There's a number of things you have to get right. Most important one is small stops when you're wrong, but also getting the best breakout and gap patterns and then developing a step-by-step trading plan that makes sense. And the last slide this morning so far here, at the end of each session, I do like to do some kind of a summary of lessons learned, best working patterns that we saw in that day's session, top takeaways, and also trader Q&A. So feel free to ask educational type questions as we get underway. So anyway, with that, wanted to get started. So just remember, we do not do live real money trades here, even though that may seem appealing and so forth. It's much better to just do paper trading so you're in a safe learning environment and you're not risking live capital. And I don't risk live capital. I like to do paper and demo account trading so we can test out the patterns and build our skills, like building a muscle, or strengthening a muscle, going to the gym and working out with free weights or barbells or machines or whatnot. You're always trying to, or doing walking or running. I always do all those kind of things. You're trying to build the muscles and exercise and flex the muscle in a safe environment where you're not risking live capital. So that's important.